so many independent musicians are struggling. It is a sad case, you know what I mean? Very sad case. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see you guys go through that, you know what I mean? So if you care to take your career or stand a better chance of taking your career to the next level, tune in, share the video, and make sure you take notes. You know what I mean? If not, you can go on about your business. You can do what you've been doing, run around in circles and see how far that gets you. You know what I mean? See how far that gets you. It's a very funny situation. Like I've always you allowing guest appearances. Perhaps in the future, bro, we may be doing that in the future, but we have to figure out how to integrate that. You know what I mean? Because I've considered the situation of bringing artists on to, you know what I mean, to speak or whatnot, but at the same time, like, the audience is different. Is presenting the artist to other artists is not really beneficial for either person, because they're not going to, other artists ain't going to listen. They're just going to be like, oh, we want to be on there too, we want to be playing our music, and you know what I mean. Same thing with the song reviews. I will be doing song reviews maybe on a different day compared to what we do the live chat song, because at this point in time I need you guys tuned in, you know what I mean. Later on, like maybe on another day in the week, what we'll do is we will do like a song review segment or whatnot. But like bear with me. We working on all that. Kato, what it do? Rodney Williams, what it do? Taylor Barton, what it do? Caprion, what's good with you? Brandon Lewis, what's good, man? Scomorilla, already, man. Jamie, what's good with you? Hard Body, what's up? Brute, what's good with you? Distant, what's good with you? Make sure y'all share this video, man. Make sure y'all share this video. We got Instagram, man. We got YouTube over here. You know what I mean? We trying to do a few new things. We trying a few new things. I do not have a bottle of water anywhere in sight. That's all good. I think I got one over here. No, you know what I mean? Because we about to go in, man. We about to go in. I'm going to keep it to a minimum today because I want to hear you guys out. I want to hear what you guys got to say and what you're talking about. I want to see where you coming from in your careers. Just let you guys know it's okay to speak. It's okay for you to speak. It's okay for you to ask questions. It's okay for you to give your opinions. It's okay for you to build. That's what we're doing here. This is a community. You know what I mean? It's a community. And the last thing I would want to do is make you guys feel uncomfortable to talk. You know what I mean? The last thing I want to do is make you guys feel uncomfortable to talk. But at the same time, you have to engage. You have to tell me what your problem is, or else we won't be able to solve it. You know what I mean? If you don't tell me what the problem is, we cannot solve it. I repeat, if you don't tell me that you're having a problem with your music career, I'm going to assume that everything is working fine and you don't need a hand. You know, I've been in a situation where I didn't say what I need to say, or I didn't ask for help and I never got it. You know what I mean? Until I opened my mouth and said, you know what? I don't know all the answers. I don't know all the answers, but I know one thing: constantly uploading my beats, or constantly just posting my music on Facebook, or constantly doing this and that, tagging folks. I knew that wasn't working for me. I knew that wasn't working for me. So, in order to get the information that I needed in order to take my career to the next level as a producer, I had to seek help. You know what I mean? I had to seek help, and I had to be honest with myself. I don't have all the answers. Nobody has all the answers. So for the answers you don't have, you must say so. Or else in the business realm, everybody's going to assume that you know. That's why all of these artists are getting bad deals. That's why all of these artists are getting 360 deals and not happy with their careers even after they reach the superstardom level. You know what I mean? They don't open their mouths. They don't say that I don't know how to read the contract. They don't say that I don't know what split sheets are. They don't say that I don't know how to maneuver in this industry. So therefore, everybody's going to think that you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? They're going to think you know what you're doing. So always remember that. Open your mouth. That's the main thing I wanted to bring to you guys' attention today. Open your mouth. You know what I mean? If you don't know what you're doing, say so. You know what I mean? Say so. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm willing to help anybody that is willing to help themselves. You know what I mean? So with that being said, if you haven't already, make sure you share this video. Kevin Dunn, appreciate that like, bro. Appreciate the like. Y'all show some engagement, man. You know what I mean? Make sure you like this post or whatnot. Share it. Let's get some more artists in here. You know what I mean? Let's get some more artists in here. We need everybody in the independent industry on this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? We need you guys on this kind of stuff. You got to be on your best game. You know what I mean? How many of you guys released projects this year? How many of you guys released projects this year? Whether it be a single, whether it be a mixtape, whether it be an album, EP, Press 1 if you released a project this year. Press 1 if you released any project this year. You know what I mean? We got to. I just got to go by the facts. Let's go by the facts. Press 1 if you released any projects this year. Mike, what it do with you, bro? King Cat, what it do? Nico Lizardo, what's good with you? Press 1 if you released any projects this year. Kentez Burks, what's good with you? You helped me out today. Thank you, bro. Much love, man. Much love, bro. It's all love, man. I got to see you guys get it, bro. I got to see you guys win. You feel what I'm saying? All right. B. Lewis released his project. Famous. Shout out to B. Lewis. You know what I mean? Cash from DG. Word. He released something. Hard Body Rate. All right. Cabrion Wilson. Word. Nothing much. I can't call it, bro. Just trying to get everybody in tune with this music industry, man. You know what I mean? Not to be used by it, but to use it as is intended. You know what I mean? Booking soon, no doubt. So we got a few of you guys who release projects. You know what I mean? How is that coming along? You know what I mean? How is it coming along? I don't want you to. You don't have to say if you don't like. You know what I mean? You don't have to say. It's all confidentiality here. You amongst friends. But what I will tell you is this. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, like this is only the beginning. You know what I mean? This is only the beginning. You can release a project and you can, he said on the way, word, still working. That's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. Bruce said, is it logical to say you drop a hot song, just draw attention, create buzz, fan base? 1 second. Let me pull up my comment box. Over here. We got to pull the comment box up, man, so I can really see what you guys are saying. No, it's just, but while I'm doing that, it's just the beginning, bro. You know what I mean? It's a long way to go. Most people will stop as soon as their music is placed on all the platforms, but you know, that's only one step. Once your music is on the platforms, you have to figure out how to get the people to it. It's about gathering traffic. To that particular project. You know what I mean? Which is very difficult. It's very difficult to do in the beginning if you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about all of that, though, man. Let me see. Brute said, is it logical to say you drop a hot song just to draw attention, create buzz, fan base, and then go about legalities? Or it depends, bro. It all depends. You know, this is a world where you definitely want to make sure your best interest is protected before you do anything in the business realm, such as collect capital, raise capital, collect monies from other people, dealing with business or products, selling products. You definitely want to make sure that your legal situation is a legality could hit you, and if you're not prepared, it could be prepared to take everything away from you that you worked so hard for. You know what I mean? It's sometimes difficult to bounce back from that type of situation. So be investment with no kickback. You know what I mean? Like, you always want to make sure you're protected if you need to be protected. In the music industry, you need to be protected. You know what I mean? So for everybody who's pursuing music, if you are a label or if you are pursuing label situations, maybe you think about signing artists, or maybe you're thinking about becoming the artist. It will probably be in your best interest to put that bit of protection in front of yourself and get an LLC for your company. You know what I mean? It will probably be in your best interest to go to the proper site, you know what I mean, and get the form that you fill out in order to establish your business as an LLC. That will protect you in the long run should you run into any legal issues. If you run into a lawsuit, if you get sued for a sample, say for instance, you will be so glad that you did that if you do it properly. You know what I mean? The way that it is to be done, you are to pay yourself through your business. You know what I mean? Let the money come in through your business, then you pay yourself privately or personally through your bank account. Never let the money go directly to your bank account. It can take it from you if you're at fault for anything. You know what I mean? We'll get into all of that. Man. You know, you guys gotta be protected out here. I'm just keeping it real with you. So I say it's definitely a good idea. If you know about it, then definitely make yourself legal and get yourself legit with it. You know what I mean? So you won't run into that issue. Of wondering, where did all my money go? Like, this court case took everything away from me, and I don't know how I'm gonna bounce back. You know what I mean? So true. Appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah. I need help with some promo. I got a bunch of stuff, but no promo. Cabrion, the question I want to ask you first and foremost is your product up to par? You know what I mean? Is your product up to par to require promo? You know what I mean? You can get promo. You can promote anything today, but the return on investment or the response that you're going to get from the people, it's so much involved with that, because so many people are telling me, oh, all I need is a manager. All I need is promo. All I need is this and that. You know what I mean? But it's like the question comes, what are you promoting? What is there to manage? And is the situation a lucrative situation? You know what I mean? So tell me what your music is sounding like. Is your music up to par with the mainstream artists that are providing their clients or their fan base with high quality music? Is your music up to par? Where are you recording? What are you recording on? Is it mixed? Is it mastered? Is it ready to go? You know what I mean? If not, we have to take a step back from the promotion so we can get the product properly finalized. You know what I mean? So I'm trying my best to get my music out there. I might not be the best rapper, but I'm trying to be the best me. No doubt, bro. No doubt. That's first and foremost. We should all be trying to be the best ourselves that we can be. You know what I mean? We should all be trying to do that. But at the same time, we have to realize that this is just as sure as a business as anything else. You know what I mean? This is just as sure as a business as any other business. And even if we're right with ourselves, if our business ain't right, it doesn't matter what we're doing internally. You know what I mean? Of course, you have to be fortified internally, but your business got to be correct in order for you to make progress in the music industry. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely mix and master. Working on June day, working on ASCAP license. No doubt, no doubt. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Not too many people can say that. Kevin Dunn said my music is okay for right now. Okay. Word. What does that mean? What does that mean when you say okay for right now? Most people ain't gonna want to hear okay. They want to hear like already there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you guys like the secret to gaining a buzz. You know what I mean? And it's so simple. It's so simple that it's silly. You know what I mean? Yo, what's good with you, bro? What's good with you, man? Somebody logging in from YouTube, man. Much love to you, bro. Appreciate the light. You know what I mean? But you got to be honest with yourself. Most people don't want to hear okay. They don't want to hear my music is okay. I'm gonna tell you guys the secret to getting a buzz. You know what I mean? You approach your career and make sure everything is just as well working or just as good looking and good sounding as your favorite artist. You know what I mean? You do that. So if it requires you to spend a little money and go to a proper studio to get your music sounding out of this world, sounding crisp, sounding clean, mixed and mastered, recorded in quality, if it requires you to do that, you go do that. You know what I mean? If it requires you to go and get a video done by the premier video person in your area, only if that video person is capable of giving you a high quality image or a high quality visual. If that is capable, if that's within your reach, you do both of those two things. Get a fully mixed, mastered, and properly recorded record, and you get a nice video, a movie video. We know what movie videos look like. Look at your favorite mainstream artists. All of their videos are up to par. You know what I mean? So you get both of those, you get those two things down pat. I don't care if you just started rapping yesterday, if you just started rapping this morning, you do that and you drop that, you can definitely gain a buzz out of nowhere. You know what I mean? You can gain a buzz out of nowhere. So I'm not telling you guys you can't do it like that, or you know, I'm not telling you guys that it's not possible, it doesn't happen overnight. It actually can. But the question is, or the issue is, what happens next? You know what I mean? What happens next? So many people stop at a nice video or a nice single, or they don't capitalize off the situation long enough for the single or the video to circulate. You know what I mean? There's a time for an artist to be focused on. There's a time for an artist to be focused on that first video and that first single that they drop. But in that time, most artists are going on to the next video, going on to the next single. We keep dropping videos and we keep dropping singles, but we're not giving people a chance to properly receive what we've already done. You know what I mean? We're not giving people enough chance to properly receive what we already done. You know how crazy that is? You put so much money into a video, or you put so much money into a record, into the studio, and yet nobody even knows one of your songs. You know what I mean? Nobody even knows one of your debut songs. Nobody knows your debut song. They don't know any of your singles. So that's something that you got to avoid. You don't want to keep dropping music constantly without making sure that it's sticking. You feel what I'm saying? Your music got to stick, bro. Like, you got to make sure that people are able to remember, and you got to make sure that people are able to capture that. You feel what I'm saying? When you hear your favorite artist on the radio, you don't hear their entire project. You don't hear their entire project. You don't hear their entire mixtape. You don't hear all 30 songs just shoved in your face like that. So you got to be patient. This is not the business to be desperate in. You know what I mean? This is one of the only businesses, and I say this with caution, but it's so true. This is one of the only businesses where you can become a rapper without having to have certain credentials. You don't have to have a license, or you don't have to have a degree to call yourself an artist, or to call yourself a rapper, to call yourself a producer. You can wake up and call yourself that tomorrow. You know what I mean? So with that being said, the downside of that is so many people are going to be doing that. So many people are going to be calling themselves rappers. So many people are calling themselves engineers, producers with no credentials. You know what I mean? That's just how it works. But the up and downside of that, you got to be able to show and prove. You know what I mean? You got to be able to show and prove. So when you put your projects out there, you need to do it properly. You need to do it on a quality over quantity basis. You know what I mean? That's what you need to do. Beezy, what's good with you? Appreciate you for tuning in. Tommy Sherman, what's good with you, bro? Mitchell, what's good with you? But you have to put your music out on a strategic and an undesperate basis. You cannot be desperate about this. Don't put out so many songs that people can't even get to know your single. Press 1 if you got a single right now. Press 1 if you got a single and you know what your single is. I got to see what's going on. Man. Press 1 if you know what your single is. Nothing much, bro. I can't call it, man. I can't call it, bro. You know what I mean? Another successful week with the live chat. You know what I mean? That's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? Looking forward to many more. Press 1 if you've chosen your single. You know what I mean? And I don't expect a lot of people to even be able to press 1, because a lot of folks haven't chosen their singles yet. A lot of folks are just putting out music hoping that something bites. You feel what I'm saying? You spreading your resources too thin. You're spending money on studio time trying to record 5 songs in an hour. None of them are sounding up to par because you didn't take time to get it mixed properly. Then you go in and shooting videos to every one of these songs, all 5 of them, which videos range from anywhere from $150 to $500, sometimes $1K. You know what I mean? And you want to drop a video for all of them in a year? You want to drop a video for all of them in a year when you don't have a tangible fan base to receive these videos? The most that each of these videos will obtain in their lifespan is 2,000, 3,000 views. You know what I mean? Maybe if you're lucky, maybe 30. But let's be honest. What do you think looks better? A video with 30K views, another one with 2,000, another one with 3,000, maybe one with 10, or one video that has obtained 100K. One video that has attained 100K. You guys don't realize what's going on here. Social media is ruled by numbers. You know what I mean? It's not that people don't want to support you. You have to give them something to support. You know what I mean? People will support a 100K views video. You know what I mean? People will support a post if you have your targeted audience in check and you're getting massive engagement on it. People will support a video that looks legit and has legit sounding music behind it as well. People will support that, but you guys ain't giving people too much to support, to be honest. You're not giving too many people enough to support. Your music is, you recording your music off your smartphones and saying that it's going to check out a pass amongst so many artists who are investing their time into professional studios. You know what I mean? Do you really think you stand a chance with that? I'm just being honest with you. I'm not trying to bash you guys. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. I am trying to make you feel uncomfortable in a sense. I'm trying to make you feel like what you're doing is not enough, because it's not. You can do so much more. You can do so much more. You can put out so much more than you're putting out. You know what I mean? It's not about your input. It's about your output. You can put out so much more. We don't need you guys recording on your phones for the next year and wondering why people are not liking your music, why they're not supporting your music. You think they're not listening? They're listening to you. People are listening to you. They listening, and the truth, the sad fact of the matter is they're not impressed. You know what I mean? They're not impressed. Compared to a Drake or Beyonce, they go to the right studios, or they go to a decent, at least a decent one, or they have a decent microphone and interface in their homes, and they can send that music out to be mixed and mastered by somebody who knows what they're doing. Their music comes out finished and polished. You know what I mean? Do not go to the studio and release a song the same day without making sure that it's mixed and mastered. Do not go to the studio, rip a beat from YouTube, rap on it, and put it out without making sure that the proper things are done. Get the least so you can get the full quality of the beat. You know what I mean? First and foremost, get the full quality of the beat. Make sure the song is properly recorded, not on phones. We got to cut that out. If you're just starting, yes, record on your phone all day, because you need to learn your voice. But if you've been doing this for longer than a year, if you've been doing this for longer than 6 months, and you've already started developing your sound, and you're getting to a place where you want your music to be heard by the people, no more recording on phones. You know what I mean? We gotta invest some of that money that we working for in order to get everything else but our music business in order. We gotta invest that money into our music. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. When people hear the music you recorded over your phone, saying, yo, this is enough, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fired, I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? If I ask you if it's mixed and mastered, yeah, I think it is, you know what I mean? Where you record it? I record it on my phone. It gotta be mixed and mastered. Come on, bro, like, we gotta get rid of the delusions. You know what I mean? We gotta get rid of the delusions. Ask your engineer. Is it mixed? Is it mastered? How much is mixing and mastering? Some of you guys don't want to ask these questions because you feel like it's going to cost too much. Let's be honest. Spent about $800 on my studio. Word. You got to. I appreciate that from you. You know what I mean? I look forward to seeing much progress from you, bro. I couldn't get your name because YouTube doesn't keep the comments up very long. It goes away. But I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because I know if you were to jump on one of my beats, then that means that your music is going to come out finished. I respect that, bro. I respect that. You got to do what you got to do out here. You got to do what you got to do out here. You know what I mean? We don't need people laughing at our music. Better yet, not even playing it longer than 3-10 seconds because it doesn't sound good. You know what I mean? You think people aren't listening and you think people just ain't supporting you for no reason? It's a reason behind that. If your music, listen, an artist just left out of here. An artist just left out of this studio. I would say this was probably like last year. An artist left out the studio with a record that was mixed and mastered, and they put it out, and now they're doing 30, 40,000 views organically. You know what I mean? You can't. I'm gonna tell you how it works. YouTube on Facebook has an algorithm. If you guys know what an algorithm is, it's a prerequisite that must be met in order for something to happen. So Facebook is looking at how many people are looking at your videos, is looking at how long they're looking at it for, is looking at how they're sharing it, is looking at who's liking it, is looking at all of that. So if you don't meet the prerequisites, if you don't meet the algorithm, then you're not going to get out there. You know what I mean? So if your music don't sound good enough for people to listen to, it's not going to show it to anybody else. If your videos ain't captivating, you know what I mean? It all boils down to what you put in your careers, man. You know what I mean? You got to put it into your careers. Exactly what you're doing. I'm with it. We gonna get this already, bro. Already, something got to give. You know what I mean? Something got to give. I can't say who's going to be the one, but whoever, if you're listening to this information, you put yourself in a better position to break through. You know what I mean? Yeah, Brute, you get it. You know what I mean? Facebook is an algorithm. It's not about, I think I got what it takes. You know what I mean? I got what it takes, so I come from the trenches. My music is this and that. It ain't about that, bro. It's not about that. It's about interaction. People interacting with your content at an incredible rate. You know what I mean? Longer than 10 seconds, longer than 3 seconds, because if you only get 3 seconds of view time on your videos, it's not going to show it to anybody else. You know what I mean? You failed at it. I'm in something, South Carolina, bro. I'm in something, South Carolina. Where you from? Where y'all from, man? You know what I mean? We try to do that every live chat. Try to introduce new people to what we're doing. You know what I mean? Try to make sure that everybody gets their shout out. You know what I mean? So if you like, go ahead and put where you from. Let me know where you guys are from, man. You know what I mean? But this is just true. This is just truth. It's all true. I wouldn't tell you guys any lies. The problem is they only want to be artists. They don't want to take the time to learn the business. In fact, they think that their talent will take them to the next level. Like someone is going to hear them and money. Exactly. I always say that, bro. Like they think money just gonna fall in their bank accounts or they're just gonna get rich out of nowhere. You know what I mean? If you don't know where your first dollar came from, you'll never know where it came from. You know what I mean? If you're not putting yourself in a position to say, boom, this should bring me money. You know what I mean? Or if you don't have a set system for income to come into your bank account through your music, you're not gonna see any. You know what I mean? Central Valley, what it do? California, already, bro. Augusta, Georgia, something, South Carolina, Bishopville. You know what I mean? That's dope. That's dope. You know what I mean? Y'all shout out where y'all from, man. You know what I mean? We just got to do that. Just show love to everybody. Show love to your cities, your states. You know what I mean? Something, South Carolina. I'm excited and I'm happy to see people in Sumter here. You know what I mean? We did this last year. You know, not too many people from Sumter was sticking around. Not too many people from Sumter actually cared about the situation. You feel me? But, you know, things change and sometimes problems arise. The problem with Sumter, South Carolina, there is no established music scene. So it's still early in development. You know what I mean? With that being said, a lot of people are going to feel like they know what they're doing. And a year has passed. A year has passed, and we come to find that not too many people may know what they're doing with their music in Sumter, South Carolina. Is that a bad thing? No, it just means that the curve has to change. You know what I mean? The position in which artists put themselves in has to change. You have to educate yourself so you can properly do this, bro. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, it's just like so much. And you guys may understand what I'm talking about where you're from. If you're not from Sumter, you may be feeling the same way. There is a budding industry or a budding music scene waiting to happen in your city. It's a buzzing music. Jared Isaiah, appreciate the share, bro. Appreciate the like. You know what I mean? If you haven't already, make sure you guys share this. There's a budding music scene waiting to happen in your area, but it just doesn't know how to happen. You know what I mean? It doesn't know how to happen. So what ends up happening is you got so much potential out here. You have so many people out here who are capable of bringing change to the industry, but they'll never get there because we're too stubborn. As human beings, we're too stubborn. We don't really want to listen to anybody. We want our way to work. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, my way or the highway. It's my way or I'm quitting. You know what I mean? We got to cut that. We got to get rid of that sentiment. We got to get rid of that action. You know what I mean? Just the knee-jerk reaction to do it our way or no way and quit when it doesn't work. You know what I mean? You see it out here working for everybody else. Do you need a ghostwriter? I'm afraid not, bro. I'm not an artist myself. I'm a producer. You know what I mean? I don't need a ghostwriter, but I definitely appreciate it. Somebody over on my Facebook page over here, I'm going live on Facebook as well. They may need a ghostwriter, honestly. You know what I mean? So inbox me and we can build on that. You know what I mean? Let me hear some stuff. Cool, bro. Well, I see the cartel. What's good with you, man? Much love, man. Much love. Pretty Guala 400 Block Enterprises. Appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate you for tuning in too, bro. Appreciate you for tuning in. I've been seeing your name around. You know what I mean? Appreciate that, man. Know that forever. That's just where it's at. You know what I mean? I don't want the business side of it at all. They just dropping music. It's just dropping music. Like I can definitely agree that there has been thousands of records dropped within the last few months. You know what I mean? Maybe not thousands in just my area, but all around. Maybe even millions. Like people are dropping music all day. But you got to get to the point where you realize all I'm doing is dropping music. That ain't even the first step. You know what I mean? That's not the first step. Like little do you know, dropping music back to back is not the first step. Once you get the audience behind you, you can do that. You know what I mean? Once you get the audience behind you, or once you get the fan base behind you, how many of you guys know what the difference between an audience, a fan base, and a buzz is? We'll get into that. We'll get into that. We don't need to get into that right now. That's very important though. It's very important that you know that. You know what I mean? Kyrie, appreciate that share, man. Appreciate that share, man. Ooh, yeah. I want to say I know how to make it happen in your own city. That is useless unless established, but it does. It'll take a little investment, not so much that you make. It's chess, you know what I mean? It's chess. And I'm going to tell you like this. One thing that is important is that you do not get caught in the mind frame that you will only be as big as the city that you're in. You know what I mean? First, you must purchase the beat. True. You got to purchase the beat. You know what I mean? You got to purchase your beats. You know what I mean? Before you drop songs, it will be in your best interest to do that. Flyer Depot, what's good with you, man? I am Chase Doe. What's good with you? Golden is the best producer ever for the studio. Love. Hey, appreciate that, man. I can't see your comment. It keeps on going away. You know what I mean? They keep going away on YouTube. But whoever said that, I definitely appreciate it, man. Much love. I love you guys. You know what I mean? I love you guys. Everybody on my YouTube who's purchasing beats. Everybody on Facebook purchasing beats. Everybody on Instagram purchasing beats. It's a few of you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. And whoever's tuning in right now, we do this every Sunday at 6 p.m. This is my way of giving back to the community because I don't want you guys just buying beats from me without doing it the proper way when you release it. You know what I mean? I need you guys not just buying beats or not just going to the studio. Gotcha. I got you. Appreciate it, man. I need you guys releasing the music properly so we can both continue to elevate. There's nothing fun about being a producer, getting people to buy your beats every day and not even hearing the music. Not hearing the music or seeing the progress from the people who buy or spend their money with you. I'm not with that. I don't want you guys just spending money without any return. You know what I mean? How to get samples cleared. You have to get in touch with the publishing company who owns or the label or the entity who owns the rights to that sample. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. And get them to sign a release form so that you can use that. You know what I mean? So that just go to show you right there. It's easier to get in touch with labels than you think, or just the people who own these masters or own these copyrights over music. You just got to get in touch with them and get them to sign a release form. You know what I mean? So you can negotiate splits and stuff like that. But yeah, that's as simple. It's as simple as that. It's difficult to reach most people, as you may know. So that's why I say, like, if samples aren't already cleared, then it's probably not worth the time right now. You know what I mean? From the same city, most definitely got to build, definitely. No doubt, bro. No doubt. Hard about it. Much love, man. You know what I mean? Much love. I'm always willing to build with somebody from the area. You know what I mean? We all owe that to each other. You know what I'm saying? We owe that to each other to build. And anything, you know what I mean? Anything that I can provide, or any knowledge or any insight that I can provide. Because let's be honest, you know what I mean? Like, knowledge is like such a stretched out term. You never know what knowledge is. It's all about the person that it's about what the person means by giving you what they're giving you. So I mean to give everybody a great insight on how to approach the music industry. So with that being said, I'll do my best to do what I can for you guys and everybody here. Make sure you share this video if you haven't already. You know what I mean? Fly Depot said, what do you think about Splice? I use Splice, bro. I use it. You know what I mean? So a lot of those samples are cleared. There are some that I'm a bit sketchy about. I'm not really sure if they're cleared or not. But, for the most part, I know most of those are cleared. I use Splice, not a lot. You know what I mean? I'm a guy who loves to build from scratch. You know what I mean? So most of my beats are from scratch. But you can tell the ones who, you can tell the beats that do have samples in them or whatnot. You know what I mean? You can tell. But I only use Splice. Or I have another one that I use. If it's not from there, I'm not using it because you can run into all kinds of legalities. I just started sampling with those things earlier this year. You know what I mean? Earlier this year. So it's dope. It's dope that they have that available for us. You know what I mean? I have a hit, but I need the sample cleared. Yeah, I know how that goes, bro. Like for future reference, I would recommend like staying away from the samples, no matter how fire they is, because they can be fire. I know that. But they can also be like a headache. They can also be like such a headache that you don't really want to, you don't even want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to deal with it. So it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things where you just got to like go organic and go from the bottom or from scratch as long as you can. Start making beats. I'm trying to be all around. I started from a cereal commercial, bro. I started from a cereal commercial. You know what I mean? Golden Gramz had a cereal commercial where you can make beats on their website, and I got into it, but then I wanted more because it was kind of like, let's be honest, it was cheesy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I'm hearing stuff with this website that I want to do, but I can't do it. So I seek further knowledge on how to do more with making loops or whatever they had on their website, and I found the actual FL Studio program. You know what I mean? And I quit the first time, but you know, I got back on it, and that's just where all of this stemmed from. You know what I mean? That's where all of this stemmed from. My main focus for many of you who may not know, you may see me on the screen right now. You like, yo, who is this dude? Who is this dude talking all of this? And you know what I mean? I'm a music producer. I make beats for a living. You know what I mean? I make beats for a living, excuse me, and I sell my beats. You know what I mean? Anything that you see me doing extra is for the sake of the independent music industry or scene, because I want to see you guys win. You know what I mean? So when I'm doing studio time, when I'm mixing, when I'm mastering, when I'm doing live chats for free, you know what I mean? I'm not charging you guys a dime for this. You know what I mean? You would probably get hit in the head like 200 to 800 grand for a consultation with a industry professional, and even at that, they'll probably tell you some pretty generic stuff. You never know. You know what I mean? I don't know personally. I never consulted with an industry professional before. I just learned as I went. I've had contracts and checks put in my face, but it's like signing your soul, and I didn't do it. How much do you mix and master for? It all depends, bro. As of right now, I have a sale going on. You know, we mixing for 60 and we're mastering for 20. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing right now, because you know it got pricier, but I just want people to really gain the concept of how important that stuff is for your career. You know what I mean? Now I can't go like too low, because then it'll be bombarded, everybody trying to get in, and you know, like my time is spread thin as it is right now. Working with so many different artists, working with so many different, I work with producers, you know what I mean? My time is spread thin, and I'm consulting with small businesses and stuff, people who have record labels. I'm doing so much I'm as busy as I've ever been, and it's beautiful, you know what I mean? But I want to try to get everybody satisfied and try to make sure everybody's taken care of, you know what I mean? So in due time, those of you who are looking to work with me or whatnot, you know what I mean? Like, be patient, you know what I mean? Be patient. I'm getting around to it. I'm getting around to you guys, you know what I mean? I'm getting around to you guys, man. You know, but yeah, that's just, you know, just something small about me, you know what I mean? Something small about me, man. Humble beginners, man. We started from a cereal commercial, you know what I mean? That if I didn't have to look at TV, you know what I mean? That day, that particular moment, we never know what could have happened, you know? So same thing with you guys' careers, man. Like, you never know what's going to happen. Or let me catch that before it falls. You never know what's going to happen, or you never know what's going to lead you into that place that you want to be with your music. My magnet keeps falling off. Okay, there we go. You never know what's going to happen, so you gotta keep pushing. You know what I mean? Create something locally. You can do it alone, but it will take months. Even well, I'll put it like this: if you honestly, from what I've seen, like I said earlier, if you want to win the game of social media, numbers is what you want. You know what I mean? People, I've seen it in my own page even. You know what I mean? In my own page, I'm experimenting with times a day to post, how to post, getting engagement on my posts, and it's been working. I've been seeing an increase in my engagement on my social media, especially my Facebook. You know what I mean? I've been focusing on my Facebook. I wouldn't recommend that too many people focus on their Facebooks, because, excuse me, you may not have clients and people who are following what you're doing on your personal page. So I wouldn't recommend you try so hard with your personal page, but try it with your like page. I just so happen to have people who purchase beats from me come to the studio, and people who are just following what I'm doing. I happen to have you guys on my personal page, so it works for me. You know what I mean? If you have that same situation, try it. But you know, I've been experimenting, and I've been seeing an increase in what people are, how people are following what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So that just go to show, man, like, you just got to keep on going. You got to keep on going. Oh, you can't hear me over there? Can you guys hear me on Instagram? Can you hear me on Instagram? you know, you got to keep on going, because I know like this industry will give you so many different reasons to quit. So many different reasons to quit, or so many different reasons to say that people ain't supporting. So many different reasons to say like, yo, man, you know what I mean? Or go on rants about it. You can do that. You can definitely do that, man. But you know, in the end, all you really have to do is keep pushing. Keep pushing. You may be further. You may be closer than you think. You know what I mean? You may be closer than you think. Let's see what you say. Distant C said, create something. See more people sticking together, working together increases exactly credibility and recognition. That's true. That's definitely true. You know what I mean? But I never understand why. Like, my issue with it is it's tough for people to get out there if we're not putting ourselves out there. You know what I mean? And then what people want to do, especially here, we want to get up and move to Atlanta or something like that. You know what I mean? As if Atlanta doesn't have its own problems or its own issues to get over. You know what I mean? As if you're going to go to Atlanta and get on the radio tomorrow or get a show tomorrow that's legit. You feel me? Like, it's not about where you are. It's about what you think, who you are, and what you're thinking about. You know what I mean? How you approach it. It's about your approach. You can definitely take your situation in where you are now, your city, and you can get a nice situation from it. So if you want credibility, or if you want that buzz around your area, just I'm gonna tell you what you do. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? Run an advertisement on your music video. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to put some money into it. And once it gets to like 10,000 or whatnot, share it to your personal page, bro. Share it to your personal page and watch everybody flock to you and everybody, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's not what you guys really want. You know what I mean? I feel like you think you want that, but at the end of the day, that's not making you no money. You know what I mean? That's not making you no money. So now you see where I'm trying to separate clout. I'm trying to separate the clout from the actual business, because instead of doing that, you can run advertisement to that video, and you can send those people to your Spotify, your Apple Music. You can send them to your pages, your monetizable platforms, and you can get money back. You know what I mean? You can get money back. Whether the people in your city know or not, you making money from your music at this point. So you got to separate the two. What you really want. You really want people around your city to, you really want the people around your city to praise you as an artist or a rapper. And you know what I mean? You may get a few phone numbers or whatever you want to call it. You may do that. But at the same time, and that's cool if you're doing that. But let's take it to the next level. Let's get some money from these other surrounding cities, and let's get people to get us on stage. Let's get people to give us a check. Let's get people to invest in us so we can invest back into our music careers. You know what I mean? We got to look at it like that. Let's invest back into our music careers somehow, some way. How am I going to get people to my page so I can get them to my streaming platforms and monetize their actions? You know what I mean? It's too easy. Like, you hear what I'm saying, bro? It's too easy. It's too easy for people not to be doing it. I need you guys to really look at the bigger picture here. You know what I mean? Tobin, what's good with you? I need you guys to look at the bigger picture here. It's bigger than, and I'm trying not to use that term because I think it's frowned upon for the wrong reasons. I'm trying to get you to look bigger than a local mindset on this thing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get you to look at this thing bigger than a local mindset. There's nothing wrong with being local, but when you have the local mindset of mentality, that's the issue. Because now you start thinking about it that your success as an artist depends on the people in your local area. Like, they're going to be buying your music for the rest of their life, or they're going to be coming to all your shows, or they're going to be traveling to Tennessee or Atlanta or California when you got a show. Now, when you get those opportunities, you leaving them behind. You leaving them behind. You know what I mean? So there's no need to even focus on that local mindset. But if you have a situation going on locally, that's okay. That's okay. I'm not telling you guys to not focus on getting your music out in your local area, but don't have the local mindset like that's all you'll ever see. Like, that's all you will ever see. You know what I mean? Temple, you got my number, bro? London, what's good with you? Nothing much, bro. Nothing much, man. What's going on with you? Brandon Gregg, what's good with you? Make sure y'all share this video, man. Make sure y'all share this video, man. You know what I mean? We going in with this thing, bro. We going in with this thing. We just trying to get you guys to understand. Like, it's deep. It's deeper than just focusing on what people are saying in your local area, what they think of you, or you know what I mean? If you got their support, do it. Do it. That's dope. Get their support and look out for them. You know what I mean? Like, put on for your city. But if you don't go around thinking without them you can't make it. Without them you can't get to the next level. You can pass all of that. You can surpass all of that. You know what I mean? You can bypass that and go straight to your targeted audience. What's your number, bro? You got to send me your number. I'm gonna tell you what I have on my phone right now. I have what you call blackball. You know what I mean? A jailbroken app. If it's not in my actual phone number list, if it's not in my contacts, it's not gonna ring. You know what I mean? It's not gonna ring. Even if it does, I'm probably not gonna see it. It won't make a sound. You know what I mean? So text me or inbox me on Facebook. Inbox me your number, bro. Inbox me your number. Take me fat. What's good with you? Jessica Brown, what's good with you? I'm new here. Correll, appreciate you for coming through, bro. Everybody welcome him to the live chat community. Matter of fact, give me a thumbs up. If you're on mobile right now, give me a thumbs up, man. Let's welcome everybody who's new into the community. You know what I mean? Thumbs up to you guys, man. Make sure you guys tune in every Sunday at 6 p.m. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys tune in every Sunday at 6 p.m. Yeah, that blue one right there, not the actual emoji. You know what I mean? Give me a thumbs up with the, you know what I'm talking about. Do the thing how you do the thing, man. But you know, welcome all of the new members into the live chat community. You know what I mean? Welcome you guys. Like, this is just what we do here, man. Like, what we doing is building and making sure that you guys become or have a seat in this new music industry. You know what I mean? Because the internet has made it possible for you guys to build and for you guys to establish your own empires, whether you want superstardom or not. You know what I mean? It's possible for you to have a successful music career. You know what I mean? Whether you want to be a superstar, whether you want to be on television, or whether you want to just make music in your basement or in your studio where you go to and put your music out to your targeted audience, it's possible for you to do that now. It's possible for you to do that now. We don't have to wait on labels anymore. You know what I mean? We don't have to wait on labels anymore, and we don't have to let a label tell us what we can and cannot do. You know what I mean? Or we don't have to just accept what's given to us. We can build our own empires. Just imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine having a fan base of 1,000 people. Let me put my calculator up, man. You know what I mean? Let me put my calculator up. Imagine having a fan base of 1,000 people. You know what I mean? And you got 1,000 people buying your music for 99 cents. You feel me? That's $990 in your pocket. So you can put it back into your music. You know what I mean? And then you do it again. You advertise again. You have 2,000 people now. You know what I mean? You got 2,000 people now. 2,000 people buy your music for 99 cents. That's $19.80. You feel what I'm saying? And you keep doing that until you come up on a great situation with your music. But we're not going to get there. We're not going to get there just thinking in a local mindset. You know what I mean? It's okay to be local because from there, it gives you a better leverage point to get to a mainstream level. But we can't be thinking on a local mindset that all we'll ever see is what's going on around here. What's going on around here? Who's popular around here? Who's doing videos around here? Who's doing shows around here? It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Much love to those people who doing that, but don't feel like this is the way your bus ends. Don't feel like this is your last stop. You know what I mean? You got to keep pushing. It's so many people out here who are ready to listen to your music, who are ready to play your music, who are ready to come to your shows, buy your music, stream it, whatever. There's so many people out here, but you got to ditch the local mindset, man. You got to ditch that, and you got to ditch the desperate mindset that I just got to keep on dropping music and videos. I just got to keep on dropping music and videos, and eventually somebody going to look at me any different than they did with the first music and video. You feel what I'm saying? Pick one single. I'm giving you guys the blueprint. So you might want to write this part down. You might want to write this part down because I don't think a lot of people have it in order. You can do your project, complete your project, especially if you're working on one. You know what I mean? If you're working on a project, complete it. But if you haven't worked on one yet, or if you haven't completed enough songs to say that you have a project, change your focus. Do singles. Focus on that one hit single. You focus on a single and you promote that single. You know what I mean? You do a video, one video. You do one video. And you promote that video and that single for at least 6 months. You know what I mean? At least 6 months to the fullest of your ability. Promote that single and shout out to everybody on Instagram, man. Everybody on Instagram, tell me where you from right now. You know what I mean? Hashtag what's good with you, bro? Shout out to everybody on Instagram, man. You know what I mean? It's the first time having like some, it's not, you know what I mean? We got a few numbers. We got like 6 people in here on Instagram, man. That's a bunch of love though. You know what I mean? And usually nobody's on Instagram like that. We got people popping in and out, but it seems like you guys are very engaged. Tell me where you guys are from, man. If you can, share the video. I'm not sure how Instagram works. We trying that out right now. You know what I mean? We got some folks on YouTube. Shout out to you guys, man. But one single is all it'll take. One single, one video. You know what I mean? Instead, and if that video costs you 400, 700, I have no problem with that. If that single, if it costs you whatever amount of money to get that video, to get that song mixed and mastered and recorded properly, you do that. You do that. If it costs you this much money, you do it. But you only got to do that one time for the first 6 months to a year. You only got to do that one time. You don't got to do that for every single song on your project. You know what I mean? You crawling, you walking before you crawl. If you don't have the audience to hear that, it doesn't matter. You can drop videos all day, but you still just gonna peak at like 2,000 views, which that's all right, man. But it's like, come on, bro. Like I said earlier, would you rather have 100,000 views on one video or a few 10,000, 2,000 on multiple videos? That 100,000 is going to pull people to you. It's going to attract people to you. It's going to attract people to you. It's going to make people feel like you're moving. You're really moving. You know what I mean? We've all seen 2,000 views on a video before. You know what I mean? We've all seen that. We've all seen 3,000, 10,000 views on a video before. You know what I mean? But what about 100,000? When you get a video that hits 100,000 views, it's different. You know what I mean? It's different on a smaller scale. I know with some of my posts, if my post reaches 100 engagements, it just hits different. More people start doing it. More people start following it or following me, or more people start liking my posts, or more people start sharing it. It's all about the number game. You got to put your numbers in the right basket. Put them all in one video. Put them all in one single. You know what I mean? Respect my gift. What city you in? I'm in something, South Carolina, bro. Appreciate that like, whoever just did that. I'm in something, South Carolina. You know what I mean? I've been doing this. I've been in this music industry for 16 years, bro. Like, I've just seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it and I've been there. You know what I mean? I've been there through the ups and downs, and I've invested in so much money worth of courses and webinars, other live chats where I've learned how to properly establish a business. You know what I mean? Online. You feel me? I've learned how to set up systems in order to bring income into my beat business, how to bring income into a music business, your music business, you guys. You know what I mean? It's all about if you choose to take the information. What do you think about had to hop on here and share. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, London. What do you think about Facebook marketing? Facebook marketing, I use that. You know what I mean? I use that for my live chat. If you're on Facebook, then there'll be a great chance that you've seen my actual commercial, my live chat commercial. So, you know what I mean? Like, I use Facebook advertisement, those sponsor ads, I use that to get everything out there. I use that to sell my beats. I use that to, I used to use it to bring clients to the studio, you know what I mean? But we don't have to do that. Like, everybody, like, I appreciate my clients from the studio. Appreciate you guys, man. Word. How you feel about putting your songs on industry mixtape? It depends, bro. If those are accredited, it's like a college. If it's in an accredited situation, yeah, put them on there. But, don't just have everybody, every time Dick and Harry telling you, yo, this is going to be a major mixtape. You know what I mean? We got everybody looking at it. But look at their numbers. If their numbers are decent, then yeah, you might want to invest in it, and it may cost you something. You know what I mean? But make sure your music is properly mixed and mastered before you do that. But if it's just, you know, somebody telling you, like, just trying to sell themselves, yo, man, we got the mixtape, got to go here and this and that, such and such hosting it, but who's going to really hear it? You know what I mean? If you go and look at their previous situation and they have 1 million views on their last one, or 2 million views on their last one, even a few 100,000, 10,000, that may be okay, you know what I mean? But you don't want to pay too much for that. But if they got an audience of like 1 million views, that you will definitely get some kind of playtime on that, and you can get your song as one of the first few songs, go for it. But otherwise, I wouldn't even waste the time on it, bro. I wouldn't even waste the time on it. Respect my gift. Inbox me, bro. Inbox me. That's where I'm at. Word. You in South Carolina, bro? Oh, you mean what you mean? What you mean? Where are you? What do you mean? Look at their streams and down. Exactly. Look at their streams and downloads. You can tell, like, if somebody telling you that the situation is accredited or that it's a nice situation for you to invest your money in, then that must mean that they have thousands or hundreds of thousands of downloads at least, or streams, or hundreds of thousands of views or followers, whatever the case may be. But if you can look on that situation and you see that there's nobody really following or engaging in what they're doing, you don't want to pay that person, because you're in the same boat as me. I need to pay people who can get my music to their audience, not to, you know what I mean? Not to their timeline, or to their empty account. You know what I mean? You better off putting that money in promotion. If that's the case, to be honest with you, I would do that anyway. Like, I would just honestly, like, say, you know what, with all of that, sending, you know what I mean, paying people to host this and that, I wouldn't do it unless it's somebody who's accredited. You know what I mean? Somebody who's accredited and has views. But otherwise, I would send that money to my promotion and send people right to my platforms. You know what I mean? I would like to send people to my platforms. That's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. That's real estate, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I could be investing that money into my own real estate rather than paying you to put my music on yours, and yours isn't accredited. Like, it's not going to get viewed by many people. So, you know what I mean? When somebody's asking you or somebody's telling you, yo, man, we got slots on the next mixtape and such, Funk Master Flex gonna hear it, and you know what I mean? Such whoever gonna hear it, that's cool and all, bro. But come on, man, let me look at the situation and see if you actually getting views like that. I want the people to hear it. You know what I mean? It's only one Funk Master Flex, and he can't stream my music all day. I need 1 million people to hear it. You know what I mean? Yo, this Instagram thing is about to shut me off in like 24 seconds. I didn't know that's how this works. You know what I mean? I didn't know that Instagram shuts you off in a certain amount of time. But, you know, if you guys want me to jump back on with Instagram, I can. If you want me to jump back on with Instagram, I can. So, you know what I mean? Just let me know. Inbox me or whatnot, because it's about to shut off. But let me know if you want me to jump back on the live with Instagram. We got a nice little audience going on over here. Appreciate you guys. Let me know in the inbox if you want me to jump back on. I need a consultation appointment. No doubt. We can definitely set that up, bro. We can definitely set that up. All-Star, what's good with you? It's all love, man. Better late than never, bro. Better late than never, man. You know what I mean? Better late than never. Yeah, we can definitely set up a consultation, Mitchell. You know what I mean? That's just how we do, bro. Like, I love doing consultations because that lets me know when the artist is like ready to. One second. Let me see about this Instagram thing, man. I can probably go live again on Instagram. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it too many times. I don't want them to shut, you know, oh, damn it. I don't want them to give my account no violations or anything. But yeah, I'm gonna go back live on Instagram. And I'm gonna get this thing right here straight with this phone. Everything just falling apart, man. But we gotta keep it moving though. We gotta keep it moving. Man. I'm tuned in from the UK. Sent one to your inbox. Appreciate it, Daniel. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to the UK. You know what I mean? Shout out to the UK area. That's dope for me when there are artists or when there are people from all over the world tuning into this live chat, man, it means the world. You know what I mean? It definitely means the world, bro. Like, it means that my message is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? My message is to inspire you guys to take control of your music career. And my current goal is to stop this phone from falling off of this magnet. Nah, man, but you know, it's all love, man. It's all love. I think Instagram might have an issue. It might have a connection issue or whatnot. You know what I mean? Craig Weatherford, what's good with you? Timothy Webb, what's good with you? Victor Moe, what's good with you? You right for the most part. But you got to think about those who are unfortunate or lack jobs and money, huge problem. What Vic said? Vic said there's a way. Come on, man. Let me see. We're going to get this magnet sticking now. We're going to get it sticking. We're going to get this magnet sticking. Yeah. What did Victor Moe say? I'm tripping, man. This junk keep on falling. You know what I mean? So you have a website for beats as well? If so, inbox me the link. I can put the link right here for you, bro. My website, if you need beats, my website, www.2gbeats.com. You know what I mean? So that's my website. If you guys need beats, you know what I mean? Like, one thing I don't like to do, I don't like to advertise my website on the live chat because I don't want you guys to feel like that's all I'm here doing. But if you ask, I'm gonna give it to you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it to you. So if you need beats, or if you would like to, you know what I mean, work with me as a producer, you know what I mean? That's my website. Go and visit that. Let's build. You know what I mean? Like, I like to consider myself a different breed from most people who sell beats online. Like, I like to definitely build with the artist. Of course, we can't build so much to where it's like an exclusive thing because I got so many clients that I'm working with. But you know, it's like stuff like the live chat. This is what I try to do to make sure that you're just not spending your money on beats, and you're not, and that you're actually getting your music out there. You know what I mean? That's just one of the things that I like to do. Where my water went? And I'm not speaking bad about anybody else. You know what I mean? Listen to my track and tell me if you want to work. Daniel, I got you. Which email did you send it to? Which email did you send that to? Networking is free, but no marketing. And some people self-centered. I'm trying to find it on here. And some people self-centered and want you to pay them rather than working together for more. It depends. It depends. Listen, I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about, but I'm going to tell you how I feel about that. I'm going to tell you how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Because I've had many people approach me and say, you know, let's not try to tear each other down, or let's, you know what I mean? Let's work. But you know, like for me, if we working isn't free. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I don't want to be famous and all of that. Like, I just want to make my music, and I would like for my music to get out there, but I don't have to be in the spotlight or have millions of people know. You know what I mean? I love doing what I'm doing. But so, you know, that's not my goal. So if we working, I'm gonna need to be compensated for my time. If I'm giving, you know what I mean? If I'm giving you a service, or if I'm making a beat, because after a while, you got to realize people have overheads, people have things to handle. And if they're going to be investing their time, it's about the time investment. So, you know, mostly everything is going to cost. Everything is going to cost. You know what I mean? Except for these live chats. These live chats don't cost. This is just what I'm doing free for you guys, man. You know what I mean? But some people look at it as you shouldn't have to charge for beats, so you shouldn't have to charge for studio time and all of that. But you know, it puts such a loose sentiment, or a loose context on the whole idea of working. You know what I mean? Then people start getting lazy. People start showing up whenever they want to show up. People start just treating it like, oh yeah, we just working. You know what I mean? No, if we working, it got to be like, yo, we working. I putting my money into this, so I got to see it happen. You know what I mean? You don't want people getting too comfortable. That's why I charge for everything I do. I don't need people getting comfortable. I need you guys to get progress. I need you guys making progress. You know what I mean? I need you guys making progress. So that's why I charge for everything that I do. You know what I mean? It's an investment. It's an investment, and that's what makes you grind. You know what I mean? If everything was free, then nobody would have any reason to grind because you can just go and get it. You know what I mean? So it's deeper than just a price. It's more like an investment vehicle, and it gets you moving when you put your money into something. You don't want to waste your money, so you're going to get up and take these songs that you're recording and you're going to do something with them rather than just say, yeah, you know what I mean, I'm just going to record something. I'm just going to mess around in the studio today. Nah, you're trying to make hits now. You know what I mean? So it's about the value. My phone going dead. Appreciate you preaching. Appreciate that, man. Full Clip Savage. Appreciate that. People in here, and I don't even know it on YouTube. It's not showing me too many, you know what I mean? It's showing me something different than what I'm seeing. Appreciate you for coming through, Full Clip. Free, but if you work together, then promote and show together. Oh yeah, see, with me personally, you know what I mean? What I like to do is here's what I would like the picture to be painted. People who come to this studio and purchase beats from me, I prefer to consult with them and let them know what they need to be doing in order to move their music. People who buy beats from me, period. You know what I mean? If you do, then I've been sending you emails all the time telling you how to approach this music industry and telling you how to carry yourself. Like, that's just what I do personally. That's what I do personally. You know what I mean? Like, I'm working. We working. You know what I mean? It's deeper than you just buying beats. Let's get your music out there. You know what I mean? Word. Like, of course, I can't delegate a whole lot of time to one individual because there's so many of you guys. But, you know, I do what I can. I do what I can for you guys, man. What's your thoughts on the collab mixtape? Both parties got to be bringing something to the table, bro. Both parties got to be bringing something to the table. Whether it be a fan base or whether it be a situation where both of you guys are putting in on promotion in order to get it to your targeted audience. I don't see anything wrong with that. But it can't be one side doing all the work and the other side just rapping. You know what I mean? The other side just can't be rapping. You both got to be putting both like equal amounts up. You feel what I'm saying? In order to get equal amounts out. But if one side gonna just be rapping, I don't see nothing wrong with a 20-80 deal. That's how the music industry works. This is just business, bro. It's just business. You know what I mean? Everything you're saying dope, but it's hard work. You just can't quit. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. Shout out to New York. Shout out to New York. You know what I mean? Carlos Prescott. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Oh, you producing artists. Oh, yeah. Word. Like that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I would definitely be down for that. You know what I mean? I would definitely be down for that. As a matter of fact, with that idea, I like when people go on my page and pick out like packages, like for however many songs you're gonna do on the project. If you hear all of them on my page, we can work out packages for that. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Like if you like customs, we can do it however you guys want it. You know what I mean? But you know, it's a whole lot in the works, man. It's a whole lot in the works, and it's many artists out here I know that been trying to get in touch with me to work. You know what I mean? We getting around to that, man. We getting around to that. Trust me. Rashad Fryson, what's good with you? We can only do so much as we can in a moment, but with progress comes success, and the easier it becomes. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because I know, I get it. You know what I mean? I know life hits us at times, and it gets hard for you to focus on just the music because you got to deal with real life too. You know, real life things happen, and like it may throw you off your game a little bit. But where there's a will, there's a way. I always say just don't quit. You know what I mean? Like don't quit. If you quit, then you're definitely not going to see any progress. We know what's going to happen if you quit. You know what I mean? We know for sure what's going to happen. But if you persist even through the dark times, if you persist through all of the BS that's going on in your life, if you persist, then you will definitely see a lot more than you would have if you decided to throw in the towel. You know what I mean? Rashad said, nothing much. Just finally finished this album. Word. You got it mixed and mastered and everything. That's what's up. If you got it mixed and mastered, you ready to go. You know what I mean? Choose one single off of it and promote that one single. You know what I mean? And whenever somebody clicks a link, make sure it goes back to the whole project. That's how you promote an album or a mixtape. You know what I mean? Most cats will try to do like a video for every song on the mixtape. You don't gotta do that. You know what I mean? You don't gotta do that. Do one song, choose one single, and choose one video, and you promote those for like a year, or you promote that for like 6 months. You feel me? Just because everybody in your city's heard it That doesn't mean that you stop promoting it and do another video. No, you don't do that. Keep promoting it. Keep promoting it and keep getting more people into it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to know what people like. Yeah, that works too. You know what I mean? You can have a listening party. You can do that. You got to make sure it's going to be like very honest people though. You know what I mean? They got to be honest and they got to be willing to tell you, yo, that's not the one. You know what I mean? That's not the one. Instagram don't want to get back online, man. That's crazy. It must be like a timeout feature. You know what I mean? It must be timing me out because I was on too long or something. I don't know how that works with Instagram. It's telling me I got connection. Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. You know what I mean? That's just how you got that. That's just how I see best to do it. There was an error with your broadcast. Yeah, we can't do Instagram no more. Life's hard. Responsibilities, kids, bills. I think people don't understand is that we're not necessarily working together to get others to pay for what you believe in. Eventually get involved, stay involved. You just want anyone behind or by. Exactly. I feel what you're saying, bro. I definitely feel what you're saying, bro. Like it comes. It's one of those things about business. You know, if I could, I would open the studio to everybody for free. If I didn't have overheads or if I didn't have things that I had to cover with the studio, or if I could keep my websites running like every month without having to pay anything, I would give out more free beats. You know what I mean? Like I would do all of that. But it's like the term goes, you got to pay to play. You know what I mean? You got to pay to play. And no matter what the situation, how narrow you may see the path or how hard it may be, I believe that there's a way for us all. You know what I mean? I truly believe that there is a way for us all. If consulting is what you require, you know what I mean? If anybody is going through something like real personal, any heavy situations, you could like propose it to the live chat if you like. I'm just here to tell you guys, this ain't the place where we pick at nobody or you know what I mean? We don't do that here. We all here to help. You know what I mean? We're all here to help. So if that may be a situation, then, you know, feel free to post your situations in the live chat. But if not here, then you can always inbox me personally, you know what I mean? And we can figure out the best mental approach or the best perspective for you to maintain or for you to get on through. You know what I mean? Because I know it gets tough. It gets rough. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, bro. Sometimes you need somebody to talk to. You need somebody to let you know, like, yo, it's purpose in this. Like, you have purpose. And it's possible for you to get out of it. You know what I mean? For you to get out of the situation that's making it seem impossible for you to push on through. You know what I mean? I feel like that energy is available in every single human being on this earth. The energy that's reserved for us to maintain or for us to get through seemingly impossible situations. Everybody has that within themselves. It's about whether you use it or not. You know what I mean? It's about whether you use it or not. I'm gonna get a beat that's a fire to the after show for sure. Let me know something, bro. Let me know. You know how we do, bro. Let me know how you do. Matter of fact, everybody in here, if you go to my website after this live chat is over, even if you want to go while it's going on, we might have to do like a discount. You know what I mean? Let me do like a discount code right quick. You know what I mean? Press 1 if you want a discount code or something. You know what I mean? For today and probably the rest of tomorrow. You know what I mean? For the day and probably the rest of tomorrow, we can do like a discount code for you guys or something. You know what I mean? Let me see what we can whip up, bro. Let me see what we can whip up. That's the least I can do, man. That's the least I can do. Like I really want you guys to work. You know what I mean? I want you guys to work. And if I can make it easier for you guys to work, we gonna do that. You know what I mean? We gonna do that. So let's do 25, man. 25% off, man. Let's do a 25% off discount for you guys, man. I've already chopped I've chopped my prices in half already, just to kind of make it more available for people for now. But we also gonna do like 15% off, 25% off discount for you guys, man. Let me make the coupon code. You know what I mean? Let me make the coupon code, and we can get that established like ASAP. So we gonna make the coupon code live chat. You know what I mean? If you go to my website, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You'll understand what I'm talking about, or you'll understand how to use the coupon code. It's April the 20th. We're going to end it at the 23rd. We're going to end it the 23rd at 12 a.m. You know what I mean? So if you go to my website right now and you purchase a beat, it will pop up a coupon code and you can put in live chat all together. One word, live chat. You can get beats for 25% off right now. You know what I mean? Plus on top of the cut in half, the price cut that I did earlier this month. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You guys definitely have fun with that, man. Like that's just what we doing. You know what I mean? I want to see you guys win, bro. Let me do what I can do. Of course, I can't give too many free beats because I got to make sure everything is running properly over here. You feel me? So we can continue to provide service. But I can do this. I can do you guys a discount today, so you can get you know what I mean? You may be looking at certain beats. We also doing a buy one, get one free, buy two, get two free. You know what I mean? So yeah, go have a good time with that. You feel what I'm saying? Word. Read my last comment, and it kind of clarifies my thinking of the free and everyone working together myth. Let me see. Now nothing is free. The concept is of unity and everything everyone helping to get to the top is a great concept, but it's not a logical way of thinking because envy, greed, oh yeah, envy, greed, humans run off emotions for the most part. So yes, it sounds good, but not plausible. So that being said, you have to take it for what it is and move accordingly. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's how it goes, bro. Like just imagine that everything was really free and resources were really limited. If it was, like, we would be catching chaos, bro. Like, of course, it may be difficult to accumulate or to secure monies in the beginning for you, you know what I mean? But it's possible for you to do so. That kind of keeps a balance and an order in the world, so everybody just ain't running off crazy, just feeling mad entitled to certain things, you know what I mean? So, you know, humans run off emotion first and foremost when it comes to, like, things. When it comes to material things or whatever the case may be, yeah, it's like that, you know what I mean? So, rather than, it may not be plausible, but it has to happen. Couldn't care less what people think about me. There's doing and doing wrong, or doing nothing at all. I see where both of you guys are coming from. You know what I mean? I definitely understand. I would have to lean more towards the sentiment of, you know what I mean? I don't want to, me personally, I choose not to price too much. You know what I mean? I choose not to price up. Vic, that's a good point though. That's a good point. You know what I mean? You got to think logically because it is business. And what I've always said, even if I was to work for free, when you get in front of other people, they're not going to give you the same sentiment. So I might as well prepare you now to invest in what you believe in, because you're going to get in front of somebody who has the ability to help you out, but they're going to ask for a price. And if you like, oh, well, my producer, man, he was doing it for free. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get another text back from them. And I would not want your situations to end so abruptly because of that. So, you know, it's kind of like a conditioning. You got to be conditioned and prepared to spend some money out here. You know what I mean? Because everybody ain't going to be like that. Everybody not going to say, yo, you know what I mean? Let's just work. We working. You know what I mean? No money involved. Most people are going to have their hands out. Yo, give me money for my service. You know what I mean? So we might as well condition ourselves. You know what I mean? We might as well condition ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Baby Satan. What's good with you, bro? What's good with you, man? Tell me where you coming from. Where you from, bro? Where you from, man? Where you tuning into this live chat from? It's all love, man. It's all love, man. It's all love. Yeah, it's all love with us, man. You know what I mean? We're politicking, man. We politicking. We really like discussing some things. You know what I mean? We really discussing things. So, you know, there's no hard feelings to anybody in here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you guys to get heated about the conversation at hand, or I don't want you guys to feel like it's uncomfortable to speak your mind. Wow, they did it again. I don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable like you can't speak your mind, because that's what we're here for. I want you guys to speak your mind, and I want you guys to definitely, I definitely want you guys to build the way that we building right now. You know what I mean? I definitely want you guys to build the way that we building right now. But you know, like no hard feelings for everybody who's watching, everybody who's inputting. No hard feelings. You know what I mean? No hard feelings. It's all love, man. It's all love, man. Never say nothing, bro. I respect your opinion, but I gotta believe in what's right. I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that, bro. I can definitely understand that. I'm putting my money aside, even if it's $10 a week, because I only use Bluetooth speakers. And word, hey man, I'm gonna tell you like this: $10 like a week can take you. It can take you a long way when it comes to you promoting your music, or when it comes to you putting up your advertisements. $10 a day can take you a very long way. You know what I mean? It could take you a very long way. A lot of people will believe that, you know what I mean, it takes all kinds of money for you to see any kind of progress off of your music. I beg to differ. It doesn't take a whole lot of money. It doesn't take a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? If anything, it takes more focus. It takes more focus, and it takes more know-how on what to do with the money that you have. I'm in it for the people and sending the right message. No doubt, no doubt. You know what I mean? No doubt, bro. No doubt. That's definitely respectable. You know what I mean? I respect that. I definitely respect that. You know what I mean? But we also got like, in order to reach a large. Let me see. Yeah, he's trying to explain the business side. So, you know, I definitely understand. You know what I mean? I understand where distance is coming from. You know what I mean? But one thing I will say, organically in the beginning, it's not going to be enough. You know what I mean? It's not going to be enough. I'm a testament that I can attest to that. I can attest to that. Certain things that I've done organically and tried to pursue without putting advertisement behind what I was doing, it just didn't work out very well. You know what I mean? It just didn't work out very well. It just wasn't the thing to do for me. You have to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. And if I had to recommend, I would say start with your advertisements, because that's instantly being put in front of your targeted audience. You know what I mean? That's instantly being put in front of the people who are going to love your music, who are going to listen to your music, who are going to support your music. You know what I mean? So I would say start with advertisement. To each his own, though. To each his own, because you never know. There have been instances where people will amass a large audience organically. You can do that. It's possible, but I'm just saying it's easier. It's easier to get it jumping with advertisement. You know what I'm saying? So much easier. Sean Matthews, appreciate that share, bro. Appreciate that share. I'm trying to put this other magnet on the back of my phone, actually. You know what I mean? So you may see me looking down a little bit. I gotta peel it off the tab, because this one right here is done with. It keeps sliding. It keeps sliding. We don't need that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, you know, people bow off something and know they're looking for it. Genuinely cares. That's true, bro. That's true. But as far as getting it in front of those people, you know what I mean? Like, we got to look at it like this also. Look at it like this. Your Facebook pages, your personal Facebook pages, they're not designed to thoughts on building a team. It depends, bro. I'm going to tell you like this. Let's get into that. We can get into that. A street team. That may have been necessary or valuable a few years ago. You know what I mean? Like back in 2007 or whatnot, when the internet was still growing. It may have been viable, it may have been feasible, but yeah, you gotta make sure you know the business. But nowadays, I'm gonna tell you like this: your street team doesn't have to be strong at all. Like, to be honest with you, you can build strictly off of your internet presence. You know what I mean? Let me ask you about this. Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, all of these cats. You think they got street teams? You think they had people out here posting flyers and, you know what I mean? They didn't have that. They didn't have that. Look at how a label debuts a new artist. They don't go to the streets. They go to the internet, because that's what everybody is. Everybody's on the internet, and everybody's gonna see it on the internet. You know what I mean? In the streets, you got to work hard. And then again, you may not even get far. Like, a lot of people think the flyers and all of that, they think it's doing something. But come on, man. It's so many flyers out here. It's so many people out here doing the flyers and the CDs. You may not be able to even get one person to your page next year through a flyer or through a CD. You know what I mean? You may not be able to get one new fan, because CDs are becoming obsolete. You know what I mean? My vehicle doesn't have a CD player. I can't listen to, my computers don't have a CD player. I'm excluded. I'm obsolete from CD players. You know what I mean? So when you think about it like that, think about how many people are going on to newer versions of cars. Caught it. Now let me put this new magnet on right quick. I'm still talking though. I'm still talking. Just think about how many people are not going to be used to CD players in the next few years. You know what I mean? Actually, next year, in the next 2 years. Think about how many people are going to be so used to Apple Music. So many people are going to have Spotify. I told myself always, I would never be one of the people who would get Apple Music or Spotify or a Tidal. And look at me. Boom. I got a new phone. First thing I did was get Apple Music. And I'm never going back. I'm never going back. So if you give me a CD in my current situation, you can expect two things. You can expect that your CD will sit, and you can expect that I won't listen to it. You know what I mean? So basically that's one thing. You know what I mean? You can expect it to sit. I don't have a CD player. So what can you do in order to get it out from that point? I don't know if I should give you guys that game just yet. You know what I mean? I gotta let you guys put your minds to use. You gotta put your minds to use. You know what I mean? There are ways to do the street promotion. There are ways to do that. You know what I mean? I don't just want to give it away like that, though. I gotta let you guys put your minds to work. You know what I mean? I'm not joining the industry. I'm trying to create something outside of it. That's dope, because if that's funny, because I was just saying that about myself distant. I was saying that I'm not trying to join the music industry. I want to use the music industry to get what I would like out of the situation. You know what I mean? I don't want to be used by the industry. So, but with that also, you know what I mean? Along with that, if you want to touch a large mass of people with your music and get them to see where you're coming from, you know, it may take some investment. That may definitely take some investment. So, you know, that's just something to think about. That's something to think about. I wouldn't be looking to get signed anytime soon. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be looking to get signed anytime soon. It's been approached. I've been approached. You know what I mean? But no, it's either not talking enough or it's not enough freedom. We don't need that. You know what I mean? Sincere, what's good with you, bro? Much love, man. QC got street teams all over. It depends, man. Like, I don't remember seeing like any street promotion from Migos. You know what I mean? I don't remember seeing any street promotion from a lot of people. You know what I mean? DC was good with you. What I saw was internet promotion. You know what I mean? Like, that's what captivated me, is internet promotion. Because when you think about it, nothing much, man. We going in, bro. We going in. That's just how we got to do it, though. That's just how we got to do it. We got to go in, man. Like, it's been a nice live chat. You know what I mean? We had a few debates. We had some, like, healthy debates or whatnot. It's going pretty well, bro. It's going pretty well. Streaming is where it's at. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, I would rather send my targeted audience to my streaming platforms and put most of my money into doing that, rather than getting out here and getting flyers and stuff for people to throw in the trash and for people to overlook and for people to not even be interested in. You know what I mean? You're going to get more of that than anything. This is a fast-paced moving world. It's fast-paced and it's fast-moving. So people are probably not going to be eager to stop what they're doing in order to look at your flyer, type in the information on every one of your social media platforms, and you know what I mean, listen to your CD. They're probably not going to be willing to, you know, they're probably going to be reluctant to do that. They're probably going to be reluctant to do that. So we got to innovate. You got to innovate, and you got to get yourself out of that situation. You know what I mean? How can I innovate my way out of CDs? This one ripping off too? That's crazy. I'm gonna try to put two of them on there. Let's see what we can make shake, man. This is a heavy phone, though. This is definitely a heavy phone. You know what I mean? So we're gonna try to hold two of them on there. There we go. There we go. You know, you got to innovate your way out the situation. It's the same thing with records. You know, the giant records. That you could try to sell those, but we all know that's just not going to happen. You're not going to get anybody to your situation with those giant records. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all saw my brushes and everything. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I got waves finally after like years, you know what I mean? So I keep a brush on deck, trying to make sure I keep that going, you know what I mean? We don't need that to stop right now. I need my waves. But why is it important to get potential fans emails? That's a good question. That's a great question, and that allowed me to tell. I'm gonna tell you guys how I operate and how I have built my music business. You know what I mean? Like, I like to collect the emails of every artist that I work with, or everybody who's bought a beat from me, and I like to send out my latest beats so you guys can know what's going on. You know what I mean? So you can stay updated with what's going on. You may need an exclusive beat. You may need a lease. So I can keep you updated with that. Just look at the power of that. If you have the emails of many artists, let me try to turn this thing back around. Okay, there we go. If you have the email addresses of multiple artists, you know what I mean? Or if you have the contact information for multiple artists or multiple fans, then when you drop new music, just imagine that. If you got 1,000 people's emails and they're your fan base, they gave you their emails because they want you to update them with your music. Boom. The click of a button, you sent out an email to 1,000 people, and they're all going to receive your next single. They're all going to look at your next video at least 5 times. You know what I mean? At least 5 times. They're going to stream your next song over and over again because it's in their playlist. You know what I mean? They're fans of yours. So if you got people's emails, you can definitely get your message to them quicker than you would have to advertise and get them back to your pages. You know what I mean? So emails are very important. They're very important. I'm trying to play phone, you know, I'm trying to play. Let's follow each other. No doubt, no doubt. Lakim, what's good with you, bro? You feel like the Carolinas time is coming? I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like depending on where they choose to go, what they choose to do, you know what I mean? Like the artists out here, I feel like it can go either way at this point because right now, the Carolina situation is we're in a position to either get bent over by a major label or, you know what I mean? Luckily, hopefully find the audience somewhere and convert it into a fan base. You know what I mean? That's what people are going in the Carolinas right now. Like, you know, like I see a lot of people doing their thing, and that's dope. That's dope. You know what I mean? But if you don't put the business mind behind it, then what's going to end up happening is labels are going to come and bombard this area, and they are going to take so many artists on the ride of their lives. Not in a fun way. You know what I mean? So many artists are going to end up signing bad deals. So many artists are going to end up signing getting in bad situations with industry people, and it's going to be bad. You know what I mean? It's just going to be a bad situation because, like, mind you, I said there's no music scene that's established here fully. It's still developing. You know what I mean? So what you guys need to do in the Carolinas and everywhere, and all of you, educate yourself on the music industry. Educate yourself on the music industry so that when the opportunities do present themselves, you don't get the bad end of the stick. You know what I mean? You don't get the bad end of the stick, which is to have it shoved, if you catch my drift. You know what I mean? So educate yourself on this music industry and make sure that you know how to properly maneuver. You know what I mean? Once you do that, it don't matter what happens to the Carolinas, somebody can make it. Somebody can break through and somebody can say, yo, I got a good deal, or I got a fan base. I have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube or something. You know what I mean? Like, you want a situation like that. So educate yourself on how to market, how to maneuver in the music industry, and how to make your music better. You know what I mean? How to improve on your musical efforts. You feel me? Once you do that, then I say, like, if everybody around this way and everybody in every city was to do that, we would stand a better chance. You know what I mean? My answer to the question is, yeah, the Carolina time is coming, but for what? It all depends on us. It depends on us and how we choose to maneuver, how we choose to carry ourselves. We can't make ourselves look like walking bags of money to a label. We got to look like equals. You know what I mean? We know this industry too. So you can't come and take us for that ride. You can only offer us a decent deal. And if you want that, you gotta have an audience already. You know what I mean? You gotta have an audience already. Brandon Howard, what it do? Trey Miller, yeah, Miller, what it do? It depends on us, man. It depends on us. I truly believe in that. Can't business take away from being an artist, not writing as much, or see, I'm gonna put it like this, because I know what you're getting at. I know what you're getting at. It can, because if you focus on the business part, then you won't be able to focus on your artistry like that. But to be honest with you, once you learn the business, you'll be able to eyeball it. You'll be able to hear certain things when people talk. You'll be able to see certain things in paperwork. And to be honest, you only got to do it for the time being. Once you get to a point where your business is fully functional and receiving income and doing what it does, you can hire people to do this for you. Everybody should have an entertainment lawyer on deck. You know what I mean? Everybody should have an entertainment lawyer on deck so they can, so they can get the right kind of knowledge. You know what I mean? So they can get their contracts read over properly. So they can get out of jams when it comes to like clearing samples and whatnot. You know exactly what you need to do. You got to be able to consult with an entertainment lawyer. You know what I mean? You also you may need an accountant. So you see what I'm saying? In the beginning, you're going to be your everything. You're going to be your everything. You're going to be your lawyer. You're going to be your promotion, your PR. You're going to be all of that. You know what I mean? You're going to be all of that until you can start to delegate some of this work, because you're now making decent enough money with your music to provide these people with a salary, or at least pay up front for like some services now. You know what I mean? Most accountants, to be honest with you, it's not expensive to get an accountant. You know what I mean? It's not expensive to consult with the lawyer, entertainment lawyer, about a contract. In the beginning, it may be. I won't lie to you, but you know what I mean. Like, you may be able to get a lawyer in your city who knows what legal terms are. You know what I mean? You can educate yourself on the industry terms, like points or split sheets or stuff like that. You know what I mean? You can educate yourself on those terms, but when it comes to the legalities, you can get a lawyer to look over that stuff and just explain to you what's going on. You know what I mean? You gotta use what you got. You know what I mean? You gotta use what you got. And for now, you're gonna have to be everything. You're gonna have to be everything for yourself. You know what I mean? Unless you already have a budget, or you already have enough resources to allocate to hiring certain people for certain jobs. You know what I mean? You can hire a marketer. You can do all of that. You can hire a marketer. You can hire an attorney in order to handle your legal works all the time. You can hire an accountant to make sure your monies are being spent properly. But in the beginning, we got to do that for ourselves. Money and nice things are fun, but you neglect the artistry and creativity. No doubt. We definitely don't want to do that. We don't want to neglect the artistry. That's the most important part. And that's how some artists end up falling off. You know what I mean? Some artists fall off because they neglect the music. Their music don't sound the same because they lost their hunger. You know what I mean? So you got to make it your business to make music for your audience, or just make music because you love it. Do it because you love it. You know what I mean? Not because you want to check, because when you get a check, you're not going to want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Like, make sure you're doing this for the right reason. Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly, DC. You got to do it for yourself. You know what I mean? You got to do it for yourself. I put it like this. It's not as much legal stuff as you think. You know what I mean? You're not going to be spending like weeks at a time going over this legal stuff. But if you educate yourself properly, you'll probably take like an hour or two to review a contract and understand it, and you can be able to give your opinion. That's all a contract is an opinion on how they believe this business dealing should work. You know what I mean? That's all a contract is. So in order for you to give your opinion, you have to know how to read it, certain terms. What I used to do is I'll go through a contract, and every time I get to a term or a phrase that I don't know, I'll stop, research it until I understand it, and keep going. You know what I mean? And then you read it over again once you understand everything, Boom. You're doing your own consulting on your contracts. You know what I mean? You're revising. Revising your own contracts and making sure that your situation is being taken care of properly. It just works like that. You know, a lot of us, we don't want to do it, but who else is going to do it if we're not willing to do it ourselves or for ourselves? Expensive is just a state of mind. It's facts. Facts. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Expensive is a state of mind. You know what I mean? Like, you can say something that's expensive, but it still needs to be done. You know what I mean? It still needs to be done. If you want to try to negotiate, you can. But, you know, at the end of the day, work needs to be done. It needs to get done. You know what I mean? It needs to get done, man. Wisdom is divine, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. That's why numbers in private consultation. Word, man. Word. Yeah. Hey, we all got a bill. We all a family here. Like, what I'm gonna do though, I've been meaning to do this for a while now. I gotta make a community or a group page for this Golden Gramz. This ain't Golden Gramz page, for one of my pages. You know what I mean? So you guys can actually like interact and stuff. We have a live chat